welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and if this is your first time here, please like and subscribe to my channel and check out what I have to offer. Currently I'm doing Bucilla kit tutorials and I'm loving each tutorial. Putting these kits together is so much fun, and answering all the questions and comments has been, entertaining and informative. I'm getting great questions from all of you subscribers, as well as people I'm sure that aren't subscribed that have just, stumbled upon my video here and there. Initially, my main goal for this channel was to provide instructions, visual instructions, to help with the Bucilla kits. If you haven't seen my other vlog, I did one back, I think it was back in January? I could be wrong. It was like way in the beginning of the year, and I did a vlog in my car. Different car. But yeah, and I just sat down and I answered your questions, and I talked about my goals for this year, and I'm looking back on how things have changed so much. Originally, if you actually, I'll link my video from my other vlog, because I don't vlog very often, mainly because I just don't have the time, mother of 3, and I'm working all these different projects, and we've moved twice this year, so it's been kind of crazy. But in that vlog, I talk about, what I want to do and what I want for this channel. And originally we were going to buy some property and get a manufactured home, and that just didn't happen. The people that I was working with just decided to stop contacting me, basically. When I sat down with them and told them, how much debt we have and how much we make, those are the two strikes against us. So we had too much debt and we weren't bringing in enough money. So at that point, I was like, okay, forget this. I'm just gonna go get a job. So in the beginning of the year, I worked 2 jobs. I did one retail job that I just don't want to talk about it. It just wasn't a good experience. I was there for 3 months, and then I switched over to a call center for 3 months, and my husband got another job after that call center because he was working there too. We were both working at the call center, and he got this construction job that he has now, and we're both like, okay, we're putting our 2 weeks in, bye-bye. So we both put our 2 weeks in, and we haven't looked back. We moved out of the hotel because we were in a hotel for 7 months. That was interesting. If you don't know that story, check out my vlog, my earlier vlog. So we found a place to rent, which took forever. We're here, we're renting a downstairs home. It's a 2-level home, and we're trying to get our affairs in order. And my husband is working 6 days out of the week. I'm working from home. I'm doing model stitching for Plaid. Shout out to Plaid. I've done one project for them, and I'm just waiting for the next one. And these last couple weeks have been crazy. I've been sick, my kids have been sick, and I'm finally feeling like I'm normal. So it's kind of hard to be on camera and talk to you guys when I am coughing and sneezing, and it's just a mess. So it's been a longer time for my posts. Usually I like to post at least once a week. Sometimes that doesn't happen, sometimes life happens and I have to wait the next week to post something, which is why I don't have a schedule, which is fine. I'm actually, believe it or not, I have a pretty organized day. So fitting in my YouTube videos is can be a little challenging sometimes, especially with children. So these last few weeks, being sick and everything, and trying to finish my current wreath, I'll link the tutorial down below for the tutorial that I'm doing right now, the owl wreath, which is coming along nicely. But I've been doing some research and trying to find out, okay, what do I want to do? Like, where do I want to be in 5 years? I don't know if anybody else has tried to start a business, but that's what I want to do. Initially, this YouTube channel was for fun and for being informative, because when I was doing Bucilla stockings, I didn't have any help. I found very little resources, and I felt like this niche needed to be filled. So I'm still learning too. So if you're out there and you're more experienced than me, kudos. I would love to learn from you, because I learn everything. I learn something new every day, and I try new techniques, and if they don't work, then I'll just not do them again. Like, for example, this project right now, I decided, you know what's gonna happen if I use 2 strands for appliquing instead of 1? That was my choice, you know. Long story short, you don't need to. You really don't. I've had some experiences where the strands would break quite often, and I've just noticed that certain colors, like the lighter, like the skin color, like a beige, tend to break easier than like the white, depending on the kit. So anyway, this channel is to not only be instructive, but I want it to you know, be something that can help other people too, and not just with Bucilla kits. I am trying to learn as much as I can about, you know, opening a small business online, and it's just a ton of information that I've gathered in the last few weeks, and my brain is just like trying to figure out what am I doing? What do I want to do? Where do I want to be? Ultimately, I want my husband to not work so much and be home more, because he's not home very often and I miss him. So, which is, you know, it's good to have a job. Jobs are good. They're not good when I don't see my spouse, you know. I see him for a couple of hours every day. Sometimes not even then. But he works really hard. I love him. So I want to reach out to all of my subscribers, and even if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and support my channel, because I want to make it grow, and I want to learn along with you and answer questions and ask questions. I'm going to be asking a lot of questions from you guys, because you are my followers, and I want you to be successful. I'm sure it's vice versa. So I have a few questions for you guys. I want to start doing embroidery as a business. I do hand embroidery right now, just by hand. I actually want to invest in like an embroidery machine. I've actually never owned one. I looked at a couple of machines back, you know, at the end of last year, just for fun, just to see what they were and how they were pricing and everything, and it was at that point where I was like, oh, this could be a good idea. But I'm really considering getting into more embroidery, expanding my knowledge on the topic of embroidery, and I've been doing so much research, and there's a couple of YouTubers out there. I'll actually I'll link them. I'll link the YouTubers I've been watching that have inspired me. If I were to invest in an embroidery machine and I started doing customizations, what would you guys think about that? Like, what's your opinion about me starting a small business? And it won't be, I'm planning on it not being just me. I want my husband to be involved too. I eventually want this to become a small business. So something that's a different entity than just me. Because I don't want to be self-employed. I want to be an owner of something, you know? And not everybody has that mindset, not everybody has that goal, but I just realized that I have that goal. That's what I want to do. I've been self-employed. It's hard work. And I admire those people that work so hard. I just don't want to work that hard. I work hard, trust me, but I don't want to add an extra workload to my day when I can own something that I truly want to just embrace, and it's my passion. Music is a passion of mine. Is it something that I want to make a career out of? Sure. But that's something that's going to have to be put on the back burner, because this is something that's happening right now, and this is something that I want to do, and I want to know what you guys think. I know it's possible to start a business, but I want to know if you guys would support me. Would you guys support me in starting an embroidery business? I want to start just something simple, like a t-shirt, like a really cute appliqued t-shirt. because those are my two things that I'm really good in. I love applique and I love embroidery. And if I can put those two together and make something that's really great quality and beautiful, I want to do that. I want to actually ask you guys if you know how I can obtain some type of embroidery machine. Honestly, our budget is super tight because we're kind of trying to pay off our debts, and it's just been hard. And I want to get out of the rat race. Yeah, I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I love that book. Actually, I also read the Cash Flow book. Yeah, those two books. Those two books kind of put me on this path. Thank you, Robert. Robert and Kim, both you guys, tag team. They're like the power couple. I admire them so much. Anyway, that's not sponsored, by the way. At all. But like, I really want to do this, and you know, if I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can set up some type of fundraiser or something to help me get started, and maybe if you guys have some suggestions on how I can do that, that'd be great. I'm still kind of figuring it out, like how to do it, so if you can give me some tips, that'd be great. Because I'm really excited about this, and I mentioned early on that I wanted to open up an Etsy store, like several tutorials back I wanted to open up an Etsy store, and I still want to do that. Even though Etsy's kind of changed their policies on a few things. Their policy changes kind of suck. No offense, Etsy. I think you're awesome, but like, the changes suck. But like, I've had that store open for a while with nothing in it, so it's not like I'm losing anything. But I definitely want to like try and get the ball rolling with it, and then once I have, you know, once I know this is a viable business and people want it and love it, then I will, you know, create my own platform. That's the ultimate goal. I want to create my own platform. I've been looking at other places like Shopify, I think that's what it's called. Just stuff like that, just to try and figure out, okay, how do I actually convert in this, you know, startup into something viable? And that's what I want to do. So leave your comments down below. I would love to hear your suggestions, questions. I can't do anything by myself. I gotta ask for help. And I really hope that I create good enough content for you guys, because I try really hard to create content as the best of my ability with the limited amount of equipment that I have, because I really don't have that much equipment. I'm looking into getting a better light for my phone, so I can, because I film most of my stuff on my phone, because that's the best camera that I own. So iPhone 7 Plus. Yes, it's an old phone, but it works. So I'm looking into lighting. I want to look into, you know, better quality stuff. I want to get some umbrella lights eventually, but like I said, you know, working from home, mom of 3, and paying off debt. And I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. Working hard, but not feeling anything from it, because that's what it feels like when you're paying debt off. It just feels like nothing's going. But we've actually paid off, we've paid off 1 line of credit. Yay! We've paid off 1 line of credit, and we're very close to paying off our very first credit card, which I'm super excited about. So, you know, it's just the little things, right? But yeah, that's what's going on right now. And do you guys like me just kind of, you know, vlogging? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really been a big fan of vlogging, mainly because I'm kind of a private person. Which, you know, is cool. I'm trying to get out of my shell a little bit. Yeah, I don't like to broadcast lots of things, but I feel like if I want this business venture to work out, I really got to put myself out there. And I've failed many times. You know, I've tried Etsy before and it failed terribly, but I'm hoping to come into this into a new perspective and a new motive, and go into it legitimately and be legit, because I want it to be legit. So alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and again, if you haven't, please like and subscribe to my channel and in this video for the YouTube algorithm, and I will check out all your comments, and please refer if anybody is interested in hand embroidery, and hopefully soon machine embroidery, because I would love, that's my goal, man. I want to go into machine embroidery because it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful expression of art, and it's just something that I've always liked, and I've liked for a long time. So I want it to be an awesome business venture. So thanks for watching, and I appreciate you, and you're awesome, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!